I'm back. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Take it away, Connor.
Can you hear me? I was muted. Sorry. What I was meaning to say is, welcome to Always On podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction, the 3-year anniversary Dynamite. Actually, um, yeah, it's Wednesday. There's a loaded card tonight, and you can tell by my background and my shirt. And I've been talking about this for months and months and months. Brian Cage is finally making his return to AEW tonight. Well, he technically made his return at Rampage in the Battle Royal, but on TV, like in a real one-on-one match. He was on Elevation too, but I don't. It was squash match really. He beat him in like, well, no, I don't know if it was totally a squash match. Big Bang Theory's on before Dynamite. MJF, the first match. I think they announced this already that MJF and Wheeler Yuta was starting the night off. I'm not surprised since last week their first summit was the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society celebration, and from the first segment to the next, they lost 500,000 viewers in just 1 second. In the first segment to the second, so MJF would probably keep a lot of the viewers staying tuned. Looks like it's just gonna be me and you tonight, Chris. Everyone else, is it working or unavailable? Yuta. Every time Yuta's theme song hits, I think it's Jay White. Who are you going for, Chris, in this match? Did you hear me, Chris?
I just don't want to talk too much like I did all the time.
No, you're fine. It's just me and you, so
Until somebody shows up or whoever. I mean, I'm not trying to talk way too much.
no, you can talk as much as you want. It's just gonna be me and you tonight on here. Looks like.
What about Jake? What about Mr. Jacobs? Is he's in Mountain Time, right?
Yeah, he.
He froze up, Connor. Either you froze up or something's wrong with my laptop. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties on Connor's side. Well, it looks like it's just going to be me for a while until Connor gets back in the unfrozen, untechnical difficulty side. This is just me for now. As I mentioned, Connor is having some technical difficulties. I could say more, but I don't want to ruin y'all's evening. Just gotta keep an eye. So yeah, I'm back for the first time in since June during Blood and Guts. I could say more about about what's been going on, but I'll wait till Connor gets back. So yeah, Maxwell Jacob Freeman versus Wheeler Utah. Oh, Connor's back.
Sorry about that. My computer just froze up for some reason.
Ouch.
I was talking and then it just froze. So
No
hopefully
wonder.
hopefully he doesn't do that again.
At least for the rest of the night.
Yeah, hasn't it's never done that before.
First time.
Yeah, it's never froze up like that before. It
Maybe
was
it's
run-
time.
it
Sorry,
was
go
ru-
ahead.
it was running a little hot before I went on, but I put it on the charger. Now it's acting fine.
Maybe it's time for a new laptop, Connor. I'm just saying.
Well, I just updated it, so
Yeah. 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 So yeah. As I said, I've been gone for about 4 months, having some. So yeah, or as wrestling terms, if you're under the wrestling world, I've been released or I quit. When I and also when I and also I well, how do I say this? I just asked to be. I was supposed to be on here for one night only tonight as a thing, but Connor Connor said he wanted me back. Well, in the podcast, isn't that right, Connor?
yeah.
So here
Hasn't
I
been
am again,
has been the same without Chris.
and now I'm back for the first time in 4 months since Blood and Guts. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Corey, Vinny, he just looks great. Yeah, he looks really great in shape. Like from when he first left to when he's coming back, he looks really good in shape. I know he said that when he was gone on his hiatus, he didn't go anywhere. He stayed at home. He took his fiance now, uh or his I don't know, the person he's getting married to. Um, they went to a trip somewhere for a few weeks, and that's the only time he got out. He stayed at home. He uh he worked out at home. He never left home. He didn't want anyone to see him unless they were going to pay to see him, which that sounds like MJF. So, but
right.
he looks really good in shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the stage setup, different stage.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Brenda.
MJF. Here is the back. Well, MJF is the devil now. So the devil is in DC. What up? So far, yeah, I'm going for MJF. Uh, I do like Wheeler Yuta too. Hi, Chris. Tonight is going to have some awesome matches. Yeah, tonight's got 7 or 8 matches, the most it's had on Dynamite in a while. Are you guys brother?
No, we just been friends with the same disability. I could say more, but I
Yeah.
don't want to ruin this night. But I do want to tell everyone out there that tomorrow is my birthday.
I seen on Twitter Road Dogg wished you happy birthday.
Yeah, well, technically, I asked him, and I quote, "Can I get a retweet from the DOGG?" And he did, and he told me happy birthday. I know it's a little early, but I was just getting it a head start, a day early. Well, my birthday is tomorrow, but I was, as I said, I was supposed to be on here for one night only, but Connor requested me back, so here I am until I released again. No offense, Connor.
I'm not looking to hand out releases.
But don't worry, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Jason Boy, the arena looks great. Yeah, this arena looks very unique, and you can tell from the back. It's not like when the TV section. Like here's the stage, there's the ring, and then in the back, it looks very unique. Like you don't see that at every arena.
It looks like from Jacksonville, Florida. When they did during the pandemic era.
It looks a little bit like when they went to Miami, the James L. Knight Center, but also a little bit of Daly's Place.
Yeah.
I like the uniqueness on this.
Okay.
We
So
went to I believe in South Haven, Mississippi was their first Dynamite anniversary.
technically, it was their 1 year anniversary for being the company brand.
Yeah, it was because that was in January. Yeah.
January 8th, right before the pandemic first started here in Mississippi. Sorry. Anyway,
I
the
was
late.
oh sorry.
Well, you're the producer. You go first.
I was gonna say the move MJF just did. He was kind of like a power bomb, but he did power bomb and landed Wheeler Yuta right on his knee, back first.
So, yeah, I got the mo. So if anyone's asking, I got a mohawk because it's not because of Brian Cage. Well, technically it is, but it's just that it kind of looks like I'm Brian Cage, except I don't have the all the way down. It's more like a military thing, except not military if you have a shave head. Kind of for if you think of Brian Cage.
Yep, he's got the mohawk back. It's out for a few months, but he he's never. I don't think he's did it in AEW.
Not well. He did do it at Ring of Honor, but only for a period of time. And now now, as I said on Facebook, he's back on AEW. But let's see for how long. Probably for this open challenge, or might be a little bit permanently.
He was on Elevation last week and was at the Rampage Royal, the Rampage thing they did at Grand Slam. The Grand Slam. I don't know. It's whatever the Battle Royal they did at Rampage at Grand Slam.
Battle Royal, isn't it supposed to be for the future AEW World Champion, or is it for the TNT Champion? As
the person that won the Battle Royal, which was Hangman, they get a future title shot for the AEW World Championship, and
that's weird. So who won the Grand Slam Battle Royal? Brian Cage.
Hangman Page. He'll go against John Moxley in Cincinnati, Ohio, on a special Tuesday night Dynamite. Unfortunately,
And I think I know what's going to happen there, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to bring back any bad man. I don't want to.
I don't think MJF's gonna win it there. I think he's gonna wait till Full Gear.
Yeah, because I know what you're gonna say. It is in his hometown and his home state.
Because if MJF wins it there, like what are they gonna do for Full Gear? Have
It's probably going to be a home field advantage.
like have MJF and Moxley again at Full Gear.
They did do it at All Out once, right? Or was it Full Gear back in 2020?
Just it was Moxley and CM Punk twice.
No. I mean, it was in 2020,
Oh,
right before.
Moxley and MJF at All Out 2020.
Well, the second All Out, but I'll give you that. Okay.
Some nice
Well, at least
roll-ups going on.
so if anyone out there wants to give me a happy birthday, go right ahead because my birthday ain't till tomorrow. So I'm just on here because I'm back. But I don't know. I'm back until Connor. I don't know. Probably for a little while, maybe forever. Huh? If I have. So anyway, yeah.
Oh man, I knew he was going to do that.
So I guess it's just going to be you and me, like Jerry Lawler and
Jim Ross,
except Jerry Lawler is not officially in AEW.
What are they going for here?
It looks like a tombstone.
If he does it, I said if he.
Well, you're ahead of me, and just so you guys know, I do not have DirecTV anymore. Now I got Hulu Live TV.
Well, he's not going to pull it off. Oh, YouTube TV and Hulu TV now count in the ratings.
Huh?
YouTube TV and Hulu TV officially count in the ratings for all television.
So technically, they should run the same length together, but except you're only an hour away from me, and you got YouTube Live TV.
I guess it just syncs a little different. I don't know.
Well, what are you on right now? I'm on the Wheeler. He's just going for whatever he's going on the top rope for.
My end, Will Yuta just did a suicide or a suicide dive.
So I'm ahead of you. I'm not going to spoil anything. I guess Mr. Jacobs would probably say right now, no spoilers.
Well, now Will Yuta's going to the top of my end now. Now that MJF moves out of the way. Yeah. He should have still made it. Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
He still made the jump. Yeah. He still made the jump. I was about to just say he should still go for it.
What's his top rope move? I know its top rope's got to be a 450 or a 630.
Will Yuta?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's normally something like that, but I don't think he could have done it from that range.
He just did like a frog splash, like a flying headbutt, except it's a flying crossbody.
I've seen a few people doing that move. So someone on WWE did that here. Chad Gable. He's been doing the flying headbutt a lot here recently. I'm surprised they're letting him do that with the the obvious of what happened with Chris Benoit.
Well, I usually want to say we can't talk about that, but you know what? Screw it. We're going to talk about it.
There was someone in AEW who did it. I can't remember who that was.
Bryan Danielson?
Yep, Bryan Danielson. He did it against Jericho.
And he might do it again tonight.
I just don't see how they're letting that move be legal. Oh,
great.
Hey, he won clean. This is the first time I've seen MJF win clean in probably forever. It's the first time ever he's won clean.
Well, I'm not a big. I know everybody's out there saying why I keep doing it. I'm not a big fan of MJF, but at least I'll give MJF one thing though. He did win a clean match. He didn't have any help. He didn't have any interference. Hell, he didn't even give a low blow to anyone.
What's going to happen here? I love the sign.
Well, he did win. Let's see what happens right now. Is it probably going to be Wheeler Yuta? Yuta give MJF, or what about MJF? He might do something different.
I think Wheeler Yuta's going to go out for the handshake, and then MJF's going to flip him off.
Or he might give him a handshake, then a flip off.
Or he'll shake his hand and then a low blow.
Just like he did to Cody Rhodes during the AEW's Full Gear back in 2019. I remember that.
He cost him that title shot.
Here it comes. Here. Oh, and there.
He's not shaking his hand.
Oh, great. I think I know what's going to happen.
He's
And
not.
I don't know if you already seen this yet
Oh
or not.
man, Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty is going to come up. Next thing you know,
Hey,
Lee Moriarty came up. Next thing you know, MJF is going to beat the living I can't say it.
MJF's actually getting on that Lee Moriarty. Apple.
I can't tell what's MJF doing either. All he wants to do is be like a. To me,
I'm confused.
me too.
I thought he was with them.
I mean, I know. I mean, I don't like MJF, but I'm.
William Regal. Is MJF going to join the Blackpool Combat Club?
William Regal, and he's got the
Brad's.
the famous brass knuckles.
I don't think William Regal forgot what MJF said about him last week or.
I don't think William Regal. He can't wrestle. He can't wrestle anymore. He's retired.
What's going to happen here?
Something's gonna happen. I'm just knowing it. I mean, I don't like it. I don't trust MJF. I never have. Never will. But I'm just gonna give him credit. I give him respect though. He won a clean match.
I've never seen him win a clean match in AEW. Well, and Jeff walks away. No handshake. He didn't flip anyone off though. Well, he did in the match, but not what we were thinking. That's really surprising. MJF acted like he didn't want the help of the firm. But
let's see for how long though.
He could be playing everyone. He's done that multiple times with CM Punk, Cody Rhodes.
And now Wheeler Yuta. And you know what else though, Connor? It's almost that time of the year again for MJF. You know what that means?
Oh, in November?
The Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Every November they do the Dynamite Dozen.
And well, actually, did they did it in December? I think we did. I think we seen during the winter is coming.
Yeah, 2020 they did it in November. In 2021 they did it in December.
They might do it again either between the next month or 2 months.
I remember last year it was in December. That winter is coming.
Now,
so
now MJ. So go ahead.
MJ's won that 3 times. So he's
going to go for a quadruple, or as he calls it, the 4 quadruple horsemen.
I don't want to see him win it.
As I have mentioned, I'm not a big fan. Well, let me just say this though. In any way, I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. I am not a big fan of MJF. I don't trust him, but I do respect that. I mean, I don't respect him at all, but I do respect he won in a clean match without no outside interference or any of those mistakes. And that's all I got to say about that. If I offend anyone, I apologize. So anyway, Connor. Well, first, let me watch it to see what happens. I think I know what the ocho means. That's Spanish for 8.
Oh man. That was not pretty.
So it's gonna Now we all know next week on AEW's Dynamite and Rampage, or at least Dynamite, will both be at Toronto, Canada.
Yep.
And and as you said, Connor, as you told me many times, but I'll let you say it. Go ahead.
What?
You always told me that AEW is going to make their ever going to come to Canada, Toronto, or whatever side of Canada that they're going to be on.
Yep, I always said that the first country they'd go to outside of the United States would be Canada because
That's why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho is from Canada, Christian Cage is from Canada, Frankie Kazarian's from Canada.
I thought Kazarian was from, was it from California, almost close to Canada.
He lives in California. Let me see.
Uh-oh. Is this Darby Allin? He looks like he's under the mask. I know it's probably going to be. Nope, it's Darby Allin, and I'm sorry I have to ruin it.
Different look.
Well, I thought it. Well, he was under that bulky trench coat. I thought it might be somebody else in there.
Yeah, he's from Palm Springs, California.
Told ya, which is between the state country lines.
Yep, it's not far from.
Yeah. Like for an example, you're only like 20 seconds drive from the state lines of Mississippi and Tennessee.
Yep. But besides him, they got a lot of people. Sean Spears, he's supposed to be back.
He's probably going to be back next week to get revenge on MJF or maybe join the firm.
Because he said that he was gonna be there in Canada.
Speaking of events, though, we already know last week they're going to come to Indianapolis, Indiana, or as they call it, the only Indiana show in 2022.
Yep. They haven't announced any for December yet.
Well, they already announced some for January, the first January of the new year. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got.
Seattle, Washington, for January.
Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Okay, there it is. Seattle, Washington. They're making their Pacific Northwest debut. But we still have no idea when they're going to come back to, well, as in South Haven or back in Nashville.
But the wrestlers from Canada that's in AEW. Chris Jericho, The Bunny, Evil Uno, Ethan Page. I can't believe I didn't think of Ethan Page. Kenny Omega. Well, Stu Grayson's not with AEW anymore. Christian Cage, Sean Spears, Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly's from Canada? I did not know that.
Yep.
Who else? Let me see.
Of course, there's wrestling legends like Chris Benoit, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Davey Boy Smith.
Actually, Davey Boy Smith is from the United Kingdom. Or Europe.
Yeah, Natalia, Jim Neidhart.
Katie Neidhart, that's and Natalia's sister. I seen her on Twitter, and man.
Yeah. I remember Jim Ross commented something on that. I think it was him.
I wonder who else is from Canada. I mean, we got the family, the Hart family, as you said.
There's a lot of wrestling legends from Canada. Edge, Christian, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Chris Benoit.
You said Chris Benoit twice.
And Dave Benoit.
Well, that's true. Let's see if there's anyone else. Oh boy, that's definitely going to be a hard. That's going to be a hard for me.
There's a lot of people that was in ROH.
ROH champ from Jason Blue.
When do you think ROH start back?
Talking about me or him or both of us?
I guess could be both of us. ROH. I don't know what's going on. I know they're probably going to have another pay-per-view in December, which they're going to have to announce pretty quick if they're going to have that. Because we're in October, about to be in November and December. Because they normally do Final Battle always in December, or the original owners of Ring of Honor. But Tony Khan said today that that Warner Media wants to continue doing ROH pay-per-views, and hopefully that will be a ticket to getting a TV deal for ROH maybe. But they can't go on like this forever. like defending the ROH titles on AEW all the time. They can't do that all the time.
Well, to answer your question, Jason Blue, I don't know anything about ROH though. I mean, back then I was like a WWE all the time guy until I heard about other companies. Like first I watched it right after WWE was TNA back in 2006. I didn't know anything about Ring of Honor though. I thought usually like a independent circuits, or they call it independent wrestling.
That's what it was originally. Like they performed at a high school gym, and then years and years later they have a show at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I remember that though. That's where Enzo Amore and Big Cass XL, or William Morrissey as they call right now, is they appeared in the crowd, came in. I thought it was they were like, is this a part of the show or is it like a off script situation?
Yeah, because they got no crowd reaction. Everyone was,
So it's more like a neutral reaction, like they don't know.
but the previous ROH pay per views under Tony Khan has been very good, especially the last one. The main event was FTR versus the Briscoes too. That's bad. That's probably match of the year.
I wonder if the Briscoes, the ones right now, are related to the Gerald and Jack Briscoe, or what do you think, Connor?
I don't think so because I think the Briscoes are from
Oklahoma? The original Briscoes, I mean.
yeah. I want to say they're from Maryland or Baltimore. Oh, they're from
The right now Briscoes brothers, right?
yeah, they're from Delaware. That's weird because in their promos in ROH they always talk about Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
be too.
Yeah. But to answer the question, sum it up, I didn't know. I don't know anything about ROH till until probably about a few years after or I don't know. But the answer, I don't know anything about ROH. That's all until now.
I'm glad Tony bought it and was trying to do something with it rather than it was going to go out of business. But I mean, they can't keep on going like this.
Yeah.
They
And
could
here's
make
another question though, and this is off the AEW question. And to Connor alone and to all the viewers, well, to Connor and everyone else, what do y'all think? I mean, when I was gone, though, I heard that Vince McMahon retired as the chairman of the WWE. So, my question to Connor and to everyone else is, what did y'all think or react that Vince McMahon retired and handed it off to his daughter and son-in-law? Well,
about time.
as the words of Triple H, it's about damn time.
I know someone, Gerald Briscoe, said that he doesn't like fans celebrating over his retirement, but it was time. I mean, I don't watch WWE still or weekly, but I have watched some of the shows just to see what has changed. But a lot of things have changed in WWE since not a lot, but a few things. Like he's brought back people, obviously.
Like Karrion Kross, he's fixing to bring back LA Knight, or as
Yep.
you prefer, Eli Drake.
Yeah, I don't like LA Knight because whose mother would name their child LA Knight?
I don't know what LA represents. Sounds like Los Angeles or something else.
Did you ever see the movie Like Mike?
Oh yeah, that Bow Wow Little Romeo guy. I don't know his acting name.
And the team was the like LA Knights. I don't know if he
With
got
an
it from
N or a K.
the like L and A LA Knights.
I mean, LA Knights, like LA Knight with a K or LA Knights with an N.
It's the same lettering as the movie.
So it's probably LA. Yeah, as you said, LA Knights. All
Well,
right, and
yeah,
I
the
mean,
same thing. Just they just took off the S.
all I do know is though they brought back Karrion Kross, or as people refer in Independence, Killer Kross.
This has been a good match. Jay Lethal and Darby Allin. I'm going
And
for
they brought, I don't know who else they brought back. I remember they brought back somebody else. I forgot.
Johnny Gargano. Recently, they brought back his wife, Candice LeRae. Dexter Lumis. And Bray Wyatt's probably fixing to come back as well.
Yeah, rumors say that he's fixing to reincarnate a Wyatt family, or what do they call it? The White Rabbit,
yeah,
featuring
Braun
Dexter Loomis, Braun Strowman, and who's the woman name again? I forgot.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
If they can have Braun Strowman, he's still overrated to me. I don't care where he goes. He could wrestle at the Super Bowl and he'd still suck. But
Braun Strowman.
yeah, I think he's overrated.
Everybody's been talking about Braun Strowman making a big comeback, and he did.
He tripped too.
And I think Darby Allin's hurt. I think he's got a knee problem.
Oh yeah.
I think it's his left knee.
Oh, thought that was gonna be it. This match has been very, very good. Which with Jay Lethal, if it's not against Jobbers, he puts on good matches. Like his match against Samoa Joe was good. Sammy was good.
Yeah. Speaking of the events, though, Connor, we already know. I think you said Cincinnati, Ohio, was taking place 2 weeks, but it's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess because the NBA is gonna be starting back up. I don't know.
So what are you gonna do about the Tuesday night? You're gonna do a Tuesday night live reaction, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I remember last night they did like Friday Night Dynamite. Well, like that was before they had Rampage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and it's going to take place in the home of the hometown of, as you said, what's his name? John Moxley, and of course Brian Pillman Jr.
What is going on? These roll-ups.
And it looks like we got a winner. I ain't going to say who.
Darby picks up the win. I think you're like 2 seconds ahead of me, or maybe 3 or 4 seconds.
Man, look at that scar on Darby's head. You see that scar?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stitches he got from the when it was Sting and Darby versus Buddy Matthews and Brody King.
Black.
Yeah.
Looks like we got ourselves a leave. Jay Lethal's gonna leave Sanjay Dutt and Samar Singh.
Yeah, because Darby's okay.
Hope so too.
Because he just asked the referee to help him out.
And look at him. Look at his knee. I wonder if he still got that tattoo on him. The one that he said Brody King is not one of them. He did it live on TV, though. Well, technically tape, but it was live.
I mean, they technically did cost him that match. Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh.
I wonder if we see Black Machismo Jay Lethal.
Oh, wow. Things aren't going to go. I don't know what that was. Maybe he's fixing a turn on them.
I don't know. Either Sanjay Dutt or Jay Lethal.
Jason Blue, Sanjay Dutt. I like Sanjay Dutt. I've liked him since he was in TNA.
Oh, here we go. I ain't going to say who's. I don't. I wonder what happened to the other guy. Who managed Brian Cage and the other two men?
Tully Blanchard.
And now he's released from AEW, though. I don't know why was he released. Do you know, Connor?
I know he runs a prison ministry, and he said that was taking a lot of his time up, and he didn't want to not be able to show up for the shows that he needed to be at. So he just requested his release. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to WWE. He runs.
All right, here we. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh man.
Here he comes. As you said, Connor, your guy is back for the first time. For the first time in what? Since last year?
Last October.
October 2020 or October 2021? I forgot.
2021. His last match was against Ricky Starks on Rampage.
The next thing you know, he disappeared off the scene.
Brian effing Cage.
Never mind.
Yeah, he kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Brian Cage though, but I do know that Connor is a huge fan of Brian Cage. He got to meet him at least a few times. Or how many times did you meet him?
I met him once.
And that was at one of the wrestling events. I remember I did a post on there after you took a picture with him. It was about I think I said to Facebook, who better than Connor Hayes?
This is going to be very interesting. These two could be a tag team in AEW if they wanted.
If Ring of Honor and AEW work together for at least one time.
Because Brian Cage isn't technically with Ring of Honor. He's still contracted to AEW. But they can do. But since Tony Khan owns it, they can do both.
Yeah, let's just make but except
until they get started anyway, because Ring of Honor isn't even up started yet. So
that reminds me, Connor. Oh yeah, and let's not also forget to everyone out there who's in Memphis. Me and Connor will be on the broadcast though for the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 Saturdays during that TV taping we went last September 18th.
Oh, yeah, I watched the last one.
And you know who was on there? Me as fan of the week.
Oh man, this is.
Here we go. It's war. Oh,
this is something to see.
I ain't gonna say it, but someone threw the first punch.
Hey, what is Taz praising Brian Cage for? You turned on him.
Is Taz on commentary? I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out and see who's gonna win this match. But I know you're not a big. I know you're a fan of both of them, but I'm just gonna have to root for Brian. I'm gonna have to root for your guy, Brian Cage.
That was a time limit draw, so they can continue this feud. Oh, no one goes down. Oh, I knew it was gonna be like that. No one's going down.
Yeah.
This is something to see.
Anyway, you guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak.
Back and forth punches. I like this already. Even match. Yeah, a lot of people forget that point. Brian Cage is very, very, very quick in the ring. Oh, going for a 619. Got a good crowd reaction. Oh, got caught. Felt like Wardlow's got a competitive match. He's not going against Tony Nese or Josh Woods. He's been doing that for a while. Come on, Cage. I don't think you're going to get a... Yeah, you're not going to get a... You're not going to get a powerbomb that quick.
What did I miss?
Oh, well, a little bit back and forth. Brian Cage did well, kind of like 619, but Wardlow caught it. Slammed Brian Cage. He tried to do a powerbomb on Brian Cage, but he reversed it into kind of like
That's where I came back in and seen it, so yes.
He did kind of like an Alabama slam into a powerbomb. And Prince, I don't know what his name is. Whoever this guy, Brian Cage's manager is, he distracted Wardlow. Or
let's see his name. I don't know what his name is. We're gonna find out right now.
I know it's Prince Nada, maybe, or
let's see. His name is Prince. This is a little weird. Prince Nana.
Huh. He sounds like a
grandmother's name.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I hope Brian Cage wins against Wardlow.
I agree on that too, Brenda. Even though that's Connor Hayes' guy.
I'm not gonna be upset if he doesn't win because I'm glad he's just on TV. He's being used. But I would like to just go to a time limit draw if he doesn't win. so they can continue this.
Unless they're gonna do like a no time limit for next week or whatever they get meet again, if they ever meet again.
Been an even match so far. Brian Cage
Indeed.
as Brian Cage says, he's getting this shit in.
Indeed. And as the words of a late superstar, who better than Brian Cage?
Anyone in the comments, I've been wanting to ask this question. What do you guys think about the Sammy Guevara and Andrade little beef feud going on? It's supposed to be Andrade versus 10 Rampage, and if Andrade wins, 10 removes his mask, or if 10 wins, Andrade leaves AEW forever. The match is off. Instead, they changed the match to Death Triangle versus Dark Order defending their Trios championships. I wonder what happened with Andrade.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. The match was canceled. Andrade versus 10.
Yeah, I'm assuming because of the stuff with him and Sammy going on. It's probably
I guess he got suspended, didn't he?
He's either no longer with AEW or he's just I don't know.
So it's Death Triangle versus the Dark Order.
Yep, for the trios titles. And Pac will be
which Dark Order member? I think. Let me guess.
I know 10
John
will be
Silver, Ryan Reynolds. No, wait.
There'll probably be Silver, Evil Uno, and 10 because Alex Reynolds is still injured. At least I think he is.
Oh, it's Alex. My bad. I said the actor Ryan Reynolds. My bad. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, though, I heard he's going to be on Deadpool 3.
Yeah,
with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yep, he makes his return. I heard that Tom Holland Spider-Man or Daredevil might be in it.
I'm usually not a big into Deadpool because all he does is some of the
suplex,
stupid, craziest.
Suplex.
I can't say it. Well, since we're on the podcast, stupid, craziest shit.
We're going to Wardlow City.
Oh, here we go. Wardlow City, is that the name of it? Sounds like Suplex City.
I just made it up. I don't know if.
Well, how about Wardlow Town?
He's going to go for the.
Brian Cage, I think he's back up. Oh, Royal. Ooh. Oh no, you got to be kidding me. Is he gonna
suplex?
And he did it.
He did not kick out. He did not get his shoulders up there.
Let's find out.
If they
and they're not going to show the pin.
That. He didn't move his. Well, maybe he did move his shoulder. I don't know, but
here we go. Oh.
No.
Just in case everyone wants to know, well, first let's wait till this match is over. And I know Connor's in the mood to watch Brian Cage.
How many power bombs has he done? 1.
He done 10 to MJF back in Double or Nothing.
F5.
That's Brock Lesnar's move, ain't it?
Yeah. But how many power bombs has Wardlow done in this match?
I don't know.
I think he's
none. Except you're not gonna like. Oh no, never mind.
I think he did 1 just a few minutes ago, but normally he don't waste too much time. Ooh, headbutt.
Oh boy.
Headbutt. Clothesline.
Here we go. Is it gonna happen?
Don't tell me who wins.
I ain't gonna say anything. I don't know how many seconds or minutes are you, but I think you're only about 30 seconds from me, or 15 maybe. I'm not gonna say anything, so I'm gonna turn the TV down just in case you're hearing it.
Come on, Brian Cage. On Cage. Come on, Cage. No. Yeah, I think Willow's got this. That's still a good match, though.
At least the good news is you got to see Brian Cage back on AEW TV.
That was still a good match.
Uh-oh. I ain't gonna say anything, but uh-oh.
Oh, this is a group. The Embassy, yeah, that's what they're. Samoa Joe.
But it's still three against two.
Oh, Brian Cage and Samoa Joe. This is something to see.
Did Samoa Joe and Brian Cage ever met yet or fought yet?
I don't think so.
Well, Brian Cage. Well, you know what else? You know what else I've been thinking? Well, first,
Yep.
let me wait. Oh, here we go. As I always say. See ya!
FTR. Living Legends.
So, you
No.
know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking?
Oh, he pushed him. Pushed his own manager.
He can't do that, can he?
He did. The manager pushed him back. These two on Rampage.
Looks like we got ourselves a 4-on-4. Except Prince Nana is a charge.
Yeah. I don't know how he would do in that kind of match.
I wonder
He's
how we.
like got something going. That they got a feud going.
Speaking of Canada,
He pushed
I
his
know a
manager.
woman who's from Canada, Trish Stratus. She's from Canada.
He keeps on pushing his own manager. Then he pushes him back.
Like he's a Samoan or something. I mean, not Prince Nana. One of the one of the other. I don't know their tag team name or anything like that. I don't know.
Another one guy's name's Khan or Khan. I think so. I don't know what the other guy's name is.
Me either. But there's only one way to find out, though. I got nothing. All right. I just hope they announce some new events though coming out soon. The next event after November 30th is December 7th. Speaking of which, I almost forgot we have a. Oh, damn it.
What happened?
Well, at least they announced where AEW is going to be at for December 7th and 9th.
Did they say it on Twitter or somewhere?
Well, I looked it up on Ticketmaster.com because they usually announce them before the real announcement comes on AEW Dynamite.
Don't say it. I'm gonna.
What? You said don't say it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. But in the Brian Kendrick win, it was a very, very good back and forth match, and it also set up a feud between FTR and the Embassy. I don't know the other guy's name, so I'm not gonna try to pronounce them. But it also set up a feud with Brian Cage in there, maybe Samoa Joe versus Brian Cage down the road. So there is something going with this. Like, it was a very good back and forth match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they got something to go along with it, like not just Wardlow wins and that's it. So they got something going there. But I felt like Brian Cage was very good in the ring.
Yeah.
He has no ring. Well, he wasn't not wrestling when not being in AEW, but
Well, as I said, though, they announced a new event for December 7th, but as Connor said, I'm not going to say
yeah,
anything.
it's the same place they were in last year, December. Yep, Cedar Park, Texas.
Impressive. I didn't even say anything.
I wonder if that's where they're going to do Winter's Coming, because that's where they did Winter's Coming last year.
And speaking of Cedar Park, Texas, though, and on the date, it's also on Errol Vaughn's birthday, December 7th. I mean, my best friend, he was on here before. But anyway, so we. So Dr. Britt Baker's not in the match? I thought Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is in the match.
It's got Tony Storm, Athena, and Will Nightingale versus Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb, and Penelope Ford. I guess Britt Baker is just in their corner and Soraya's in their corner.
You mean Rebel?
Yeah, I don't know why she's out there.
Me either. She should not be managing Dr. Britt Baker.
Just hopefully want to get better matches with some runs. I think he'll win some matches. I could see why they wouldn't have Wardlow want to lose it because he just won it. Well, he's had it for about 90 days, but someone like Kevin is a very good title run. But I thought that match was a very good match. I won't say he needs better matches because but that was a very, very good match, even though he lost. He still won in some sense because he put on a very good match. As long as it sucked to lose and then put on a sucky match. It just makes it 10 times worse. So,
Indeed.
it is going to be interesting because ever since Penelope Ford's been back, they've been using her a lot. And Jimmy Hayter.
Don't forget about Kip Sabian.
Yeah, Kip Sabian's back.
After many months of out of action,
2 years.
To Miro.
Almost 2 years. If he would have waited till next year's February, it'd been it'd been close to 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Indeed.
So I guess
And
the is
anyway,
not. I'm guessing this is not cleared. I don't know.
it's Saraya, you mean. Or in case y'all know her as a former WWE's Paige. Now that's impressive. Real impressive.
Who, Athena or Will Nightingale?
Anita, she looks like a Buzz Lightyear. A female version of Buzz Lightyear.
Tony Storm. This will be, I believe, her 10th or 11th week in a row being on Dynamite every week. She's been wrestling.
Well, we got ourselves. Well, it's still advantage on the corner. It's 2 against 1.
I still say, even though Tony Storm's the interim champion, it doesn't count. Uh, I say she's the best women's champion they've ever had. Just but I know it's just interim, but she's wrestled consistently every week. Like what other women's champion do you know of that's wrestled every single week? Which I know they don't get to choose that. If they don't get to choose if they're on the card.
Yeah. So we got Rampage and back at Battle of the Belts 4. Back to back begins at 9 o'clock. So it's gonna be like a 2-hour show.
Yeah, I'm guessing after Rampage we'll take a commercial break, hurry and change everything out, and they'll go to Battle of the Belts.
Yeah. And we're gonna be up all night unless it ends at 11 o'clock.
It'll be 2 hours because Rampage is an hour and Other Belts is an hour. So
And we still don't know who's defending the belts. I think I know Chris Jericho's supposed to defend the belt. Or is it
in Canada?
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be Pac versus Trent Beretta for the All Atlantic Championship. But Pac will be wrestling twice. He'll be wrestling a Rampage, defending the Trios Championships with the Lucha Bros, and then right next he'll be going against he'll be defending his All Atlantic Championship against
All Atlantic.
Yeah, All Atlantic Championship against Trent. I think he deserves a pay raise, a little bit of pay raise because he's been putting in the work, as Cody Rhodes says.
And we still haven't known who's going to be in the Battle of the Belts defending who this Friday. We all know one, which is All Atlantic.
I'm assuming Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose, which they had that backstage segment on Rampage last Friday.
I hope we haven't seen Nyla Rose a lot lately.
Yeah, she's been on Dark Elevation, but I think it's for the best.
I was fixing to say, Connor, you got frozen again, but you're good.
I'm just not really a big Nyla Rose fan.
Yeah, me either. Even though she's a transgender.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to say I hate transgenders. I'm not saying that. I'm just not, not a.
Yeah, it's not the fact that that, but she just has no character really. Like she needs something different.
Yeah.
She's been doing this for 3 years and it really has not gotten over.
You know what else? We already know another person who's transgender. Tyler Rex. He was former WWE star until he was released.
Yeah, that's what that's.
Sorry, that's my grandma texting me.
It's It is what it is. But this when's this crowd in what are you at tonight? Oh, DC. Like they've got a very great crowd tonight. It's been very great crowd reactions.
And let's not also forget though, they are going to do a tape event after Dynamite is off the air.
They are?
Well, or unless it's Rampage live this Friday and Battle of the Belts live.
Oh yeah, Rampage is live.
You sure?
Yeah,
Well, they are doing 2 separate events.
yep. It's gonna be back to back live.
And on my birthday, and on the day before and the day after my birthday. Neat.
I wonder how they're gonna do that. I assume after Rampage, go to commercial break and hurry up and switch stuff out to buy the belts, and then
Unless they're doing Battle of the Belts taped and they're doing Rampage live.
they're both supposed to be live because they said that uh, on Twitter and even on AEW that they've said it's gonna be back to back live
Yeah.
shows unless they change it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they do it though. I'll give you that. Well, oh, looks like I'm here once again. Unless Connor must be having some technical difficulty problems. So until he comes back, I guess I'll be keeping y'all entertained. And now he's back.
I don't know what happened there. But
Speaking of which, I got to check on some. Let me exit
I was
the
talking
screen.
about. Oh yeah, like they can't tape it now because they've already reserved that TV time. Like they got
Right.
that TV time now. And they've already
What do you
scheduled
mean?
it, and they've already scheduled it live Battle of the Belts immediately following Rampage. So they got no choice but to do it now because they've got that TV time slot.
Indeed.
And I think it's
But
better.
we'll find. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think it's better being live. So there's no spoilers. It's live on TV, so you're not seeing a pre-tape match that people are going to try to spoil all over the internet.
Is what's her name usually come on the podcast tomorrow night?
Carly, yeah,
Yeah, she's still on the podcast.
yep. We got two women now. We have
I think I've seen her when I was watching one of your podcasts before.
yep, like like she's on Rampage last Friday. Like Emily, yep, Emily Heather. That's her last name. She's
Yeah,
she's been well since July. Oh, yeah, I think July since she joined.
well, is Carla B still hosting shows tomorrow night, right? Or does she do it, or does she not?
Yeah, yeah.
Does do you and her already have anything scheduled for tomorrow?
Uh, yes.
Dang it!
Normally it's been me and her doing it.
So it's more like a one-on-one thing. Well, in the hosting,
Kinda. It's a real not short, but real get to the basics. We review Dynamite. What's called the AEW Dynamite. It's called
Dynamite reaction review and Rampage.
yeah,
What
it's
do they
the
call it?
Dynamite.
Rampage.
Yeah, we review Dynamite, and it's the Rampage ramp up. We preview Rampage for the next night.
Well,
And then at the very end, we have a rumors mill, which sometimes it's dead and sometimes it's hot. Which right now
I was.
it can be pretty
Oh, go
hot,
ahead.
but yeah,
I was thinking maybe I could be on the show though. I was thinking I could be on there tomorrow, but as you said, it's a one-on-one thing. It's just that, as I said and mentioned to everyone before and earlier in the show, that tomorrow is my birthday.
yeah. Britt Baker might want to watch it there.
Maybe we'll discuss it after this match.
Look, who are you going for in this match?
Technically, I do not know. I can't tell between the between the good girls and the bad girls. I'm probably gonna have to go with Tony Storm's team, but as or because or
Oh,
maybe I don't know. I don't know who I'm rooting for.
no spear. Jimmy Hayter.
Whoa.
Super kick.
Super kick and I think a cutter or a stutter.
Oh, she almost fell back, but she got it in time. Wow. What a like what a show. Like what a show it's been. Like this week's totally better than last week.
But that's weird. I thought okay, I'm confused. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Never mind.
Dr. Brown. Wow. Well, Nightingale picked up the win. Well, they all did, but she got the pin for him. That was very unexpected. Yeah, I might want to watch Doctors here.
But Sarita's not medically cleared. She's not even medically cleared yet.
Something's fixing to happen here.
And I'm not gonna say it, but
she's throwing fist. Oh, here we go. Maybe
I thought Saraya was not medically cleared. She's not cleared to wrestle yet. She's not cleared to fight.
Well, she did it anyways.
That's gonna mess up her neck even worse. So I'm just saying.
Well, she's not taking any bumps, so. She really didn't. I mean, the punches, I guess, but she didn't really take any bad bumps to do anything. That was good, though.
Indeed.
Continues to build a feud, which the women's division was been lacking as continuous feuds. I know people's going to be on Twitter complaining about Paige look weak or soft. But then you have someone like Marina Shafir who's the exact same. But then again, Paige has been, or Saraya has not been on AEW. Well, she hasn't wrestled in years, so.
It's Saraya.
She hasn't wrestled in a long time. So I don't know if she's cleared or not. The report's saying that she wasn't cleared, but she said that she is cleared. Or she made it seem like that. How are they going to explain this with Andrade?
Looks like Andre is not there anymore.
Christian Hangman. I wonder what's going to be the main event tonight.
I don't know. Your background picture has already got the matches been done. Yeah. I think I know what it is. That tag team match between the Jericho Appreciation Society and Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia.
It could be.
Here it comes. The National Scissoring Day.
There's no one to bash.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but as the words of Bowens and Billy Gunn, or as they call him, Daddy Ass.
Connor, how long is it? Who are you talking about? Who's going to be gone? Oh, Andrade. Well, on Twitter, if you're not on Twitter, guess I can explain it. Sammy Guevara and Andrade had a little bit of beef on Twitter with some stuff that should really be taking place.
I wonder who's going to be next in line for the tag team titles.
I'll say FCR. But it probably should have been left privately and not to the whole world, but it was. And basically,
Oh,
Sammy calling out Andrade.
I think, I'm sorry, but I just saw a sign that says DX or the Acclaimed.
That's what they're gonna have to worry about with their DX anniversary thing.
Oh yeah, their anniversary, the DX anniversary is on
So
Monday night
and he isn't gonna be there either. So
because Billy Gunn is under contract with AEW. If he leaves the company and goes back, oh boy, the companies are gonna break loose.
I don't think he.
I met the guy twice, and let me tell you, he's
I
good.
doubt.
He's in great shape.
I doubt he would even want to go back. Because I highly doubt they're gonna be doing anything. Well, I don't know with Triple H in charge and being leader of that faction. You never know, but yeah, Sammy was on Twitter calling out Andrade, saying basically saying that we all know you want to go to WWE and stuff, which he probably does. Uh,
Either they said DX and the Acclaim. That's probably not going to happen. Never had, never will. Unless the Acclaim's got to say something about DX.
but I don't know what happened after their beef on Twitter. Andrade came out and said that apparently they've had issues before. I don't like besides I don't know what's going on, what really happened, but Andrade replied saying that he tried talking to him about this in person, and he said everything was cool.
Acclaim every what?
Claim every Wednesday. It was just a big mess. Something happened with Andrade being pulled from Rampage, so uh, something happened. Like I found that there's more to this than fans know. Like they like to jump to conclusions, think they know it all, but there could be stuff about this whole thing that we don't even know about. Or there could be fights in AEW that we know no idea that happened. That happened, like with Wardlow and Chris Jericho got into a backstage fight and we know nothing about it. Not that they actually did get into a fight, but if they did and we don't know about it. And I'm just tired of wrestling news sources now. It's just gotten so ridiculous that they spread lies. Nope. Not trying to repeat what CM Punk, but they spread lies and they spread stuff that's fake, like with Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, William Regal's health. It's not real facts. But yeah, that's that. I don't know when he's going to be back or if he's going to come back. But I say if he wants to go to WWE, let him go back because I don't think Andrade will be a big, huge loss. I think they could actually benefit from it because then that leaves open spots for people to use, like Ricky Starks, Will Hobbs, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, more people. And when Malachi Black comes back, he's got a good chance of getting more time. Like when someone leaves. Now, if they would not sign anyone when he leaves, they'd be fine. Don't need to sign anyone if he leaves.
Well, I got to hear this from Billy Gunn. What is he going to say about the?
Everyone's got a scissor. South Park. You're cleaning the South Park. I'd like to see a like AEW and South Park collaboration.
What is it? What is that? What is it? I thought it was like a championship belt.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Billy, Billy, Billy.
You guys can't look at any kind of feud or anything. We're just gonna be talking scissors.
Did they really win the Super Bowl back then?
I guess they did. Really? When somebody's talking about Billy Gunn. Max Caster isn't holding back.
That's a rockabilly look for Billy Gunn.
Oh man.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Someone's gonna have one.
Oh, come on! Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee.
I knew it. I knew they was gonna be doing something. Like they're gonna come back eventually.
I usually don't know anything about Swerve Strickland, but I do know a little bit about Keith Lee.
Is it just swerved or?
Oh, I gotta hear this part. What if Swerve Strickland says a remark about DX?
He must have a perfectly good backup plan. I don't like Soraya. She's too WWE. I don't know. Explain it. Oh yeah, I could see that a little bit, but hold on. Let me. When this segment ends, I'll continue with that question. Role models for your children. Wow. Don't tell me. Why are you out here? You have nothing. Quit coming into every single feud and ruining it. He's looking to get beat up again from by the Acclaimed. You'd think you'd have enough of that. I like Mark Sterling. He's a very good manager. Which wrestling needs. Scissoring. Yep, I knew it.
Oh, it looks like a hip hop drop to the groin. Oh.
Always gets beat up in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Oh, dang, I thought I was going to do it if you're not down with that.
Like this is gonna be another thing like the best friends do, like when they do the hug. But it does not need that zoom out thing. That's only special for best friends because they did it first, and it's kind of made that really when give the people what they want. I like Dark Order and love Lord Brody Lee, but I'm not winning those titles. They don't need to win those titles. If Death Triangle is going to lose, it needs to be to the Elite or a returning House of Black or
Connor. I know we
or
weren't
best
there.
friends.
Go ahead.
I was saying even best friends would be good. People to take titles off Death Triangle. I really don't want to see Dark Order win the trios titles.
Well, as I was saying, we already know 2 years ago was Brody Lee's final match, and we already know who he against. It was against Cody Rhodes for the TNT Championship in a dog collar match.
Yeah.
And we both witnessed it, but we didn't witness it in Jacksonville because it was still pandemic era. More like we witnessed it on television.
Yeah, I think they had like a limited capacity thing, 15% or 10%.
And
But
we already know who was there that night, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
yeah, it's so a shame that Brody never got to wrestle in AEW in front of a full capacity crowd.
Why must a good tie young?
Oh, back to that question, I like Soraya, and she's too WWE. I could see that with the
That's,
promos,
go
but
ahead.
in a good sense, it seems like ever since she's debuted, the women has gotten more of a spotlight, I guess, from not only the fans. The ratings have been up in the women's in the women's spots. Like when they have a women's match, the ratings are up from previous times. But I could Saraya. Well, that's where that it's Caliber pronounced it Saraya.
It's actually Saraya, but doesn't matter.
But this is what the I think this is what AEW needs. Because Paige, whatever you want to call her in NXT, she really set off the women's to get more TV not necessarily TV time, be taken seriously. Like when she got there, that's when the butterfly title, the Divas title, kind of shattered away. Uh, Even in NXT, she was one of her and well, Tenille Dashwood, like their match. I feel like really set off the women's revolution. That's what they want to call it, but um, I don't know. I think Soraya is rusty in some parts, but I'm curious to see if she's clear or not because she did get physical a little bit. Have birthday Chris Downs. Are you going to do sing a song on the podcast, dog? Uh,
I wish everybody was on here, but technically, uh, you know, I mean, it's just me and Connor for tonight, Brenda.
Addison Rain and Addison Rain, Sky Blue. Yeah, I could see this on Rampage. About time Anna Jay and Ty Conti get some TV time because I didn't like how not women's.
I like how Ty. Actually, it ain't Ty Conte anymore. It's now Ty Mello. I'll be right back. I gotta see who that is.
I was Christian. Yeah, the main event's the tag match. What was I saying? Yeah, in that women's segment when Paige called out, whatever you want to call her, I don't know. Like when she called out the women's division to come out, only like five of them, and the ones that came out aren't even signed really. Like Willow Nightingale should be signed already if she's not, since she just picked up a win. And Sky Blue is signed, but they haven't made it official. But why wasn't Anna Jay and Ty Conti included in that? Like even if it was on the heel side, they still should have been included because they are in the women's division. Uh, Even though they're with the Jericho Appreciation Society, they should still be recognized because they are in the women's division. Welcome back, Chris on the podcast. Derek, thanks for watching. It's been a while since we've seen you on here, but thanks for watching. All right, Soraya's good in AEW. She's a little rusty, but yeah, she is a little rusty in some areas. Also, maybe AEW could use WWE's person. Maybe in some capacity, but they don't need too much WWE-ish in someone.
Well, I'm back. No one was at the door.
The claim have arrived. I miss Brody Lee. Yeah, I miss Brody Lee too. Even though it feels like his run was very, very short, it felt so fast.
Indeed.
Because we could have seen a lot of good matches between Brody Lee and Wardlow, Brody Lee and Hangman, Brody Lee and Kenny Omega, Brody Lee. There's just so many people they could have done. Even with some of these younger talent, Wheeler Yuta, uh, Daniel Garcia, like some of the younger guys. Yeah, 3-year anniversary of AEW. Next in January will be the AEW anniversary when they announced the company.
I wish AEW would hurry up and return to South Haven, though. It's been 3 years.
And when AEW, well, before it was announced, there was rumors of AEW being started because trademarks were licensed and everything. But I stayed up, being the elite. January 1st, 12 a.m. at midnight, New Year's Eve, they announced like it was where the elite was going because they were leaving ROH New Japan and they was going to mention going to WWE or people didn't know. But when AEW was a thing, it was when what was I saying? What was I talking about? Um, oh, uh, I stayed up till there was all rumors where they were going, but everyone like when the chairman got when it got trademarked to Elite Wrestling, Elite kind of leaned towards them going to AEW. And I stood up and watched that. So I was a fan of AEW since the first moment it was announced. Like I've been an AEW diehard fan for once it started. I uh I feel like it's the fans or like not just me but AEW fans in general. It's their how do I say it? It's our responsibility to make sure they how do I say it? We need to make sure AEW continues to grow, like continue to support them, get other people to watch AEW that may not know what AEW is. Because I know some people never watched wrestling before, and they watched AEW and they watch AEW now just because of AEW. Like they were never in the wrestling in their lives, which they know of wrestling. They never watched it consistently, but they found AEW and they watch it. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's that.
Indeed.
I'm talking too much. I feel like
Well, let me see.
so. Yeah, I guess the
Uh,
main event is going to be Jericho and Sammy versus.
let's not forget though, Luchasaurus is not in action. He has not been in action yet. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He's supposed to be in action. He hasn't been on. It's 8:36. After this match, it's gonna be like 8:40 something. So they'll have. Oh, I forgot. AEW is they have a 15-minute extension tonight. They'll be on for 15 minutes extra. Maybe
I
they
did not know that.
right.
I thought they were gonna do it in. Oh yeah, you're right. They're on 15-minute extension. You're right. My bad.
I still don't know how they're
I
gonna
thought
do that though, because this match is still going on. It's 8:36. This match probably ends at like 8:40 or something when they come back from picture in picture.
they
Then
only
you do
got
that
two
match.
matches, as you said, Connor. There's only two matches left.
They got to make that Luchasaurus thing really quick.
Well, Luchasaurus is probably gonna make his appearance. Next thing you know, he's out.
And the Jungle Boy's probably gonna do something in it. That's gonna take more time up. And then that's not counting previewing for next Wednesday and Rampage and Battle of the Belts. And then you get to the main event, which that's already at 9:50 something, close to the main, close to 10 or 9:15. So, well, I'm sure they'll even go over 15 minutes extra.
Maybe it must because they're doing it because it's the third year anniversary of AEW's Dynamite.
I don't think no, I could be wrong, but I don't think one of me minds them going overtime because last Wednesday they went overtime a little bit. I don't think they mind because all they're going to be showing after this is a replay of a movie that came out years ago. Which you can watch that anytime because I show these movies all the time on TNT. Well, TBS and TNT. So everyone in the chat, there's well 4 people watching. Well, yeah, 4 people watching on YouTube and one on Twitch. The other person on Twitch, they watch every week but they never comment. There's been a few comments on Twitter since we started this podcast, but not many. But I guess for like everyone watching, look who are you guys going for in this match, Hangman or Roosh? I'm going Hangman. And who is your? I guess who's your? Who are you guys going for in the main event? I guess because who's going to win? Luchasaurus or whoever he's going against. Luchasaurus is going to win. All he's got to do is a choke slam, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm reading this on Twitter. TMZ. Sammy Guevara and Andrade were just involved in a backstage altercation, according to sources, and Andrade has been sent home. So maybe Andrade started it first. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But since he was sent home and Sammy wasn't, maybe I don't know.
Speaking of that word though, Rush sounds like rush.
Yeah, I thought it was Rush too, but he pronounces it as Roosh instead of Rush.
I guess he's trying to pronounce it though. If he's trying to repronounce it though in this Mexican, well, he is a lucha libre star. I'll give you that.
Roosh would be a good All Atlantic champion in AEW. Oh, a lot of people are saying that the women's division, well, not the women's division, but the women's championship has fallen off since Britt lost it, but I don't think so. I mean, even though Thunder Rosa's reign has been very off, she's had good matches and stuff, like her and Serena Deeb, her and I'm forgetting some others. Her and the one from Japan. I know I cannot pronounce her name, but that was a good match. Her and Jamie Hayter was a good match. About the belts, I believe. That was a really good match. Her match with Britt Baker when she won the title has been good.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Uh, whose blood is that? Hangman's or his?
I think it's his because his nose is bleeding.
That's disgusting. So if he gets sick after this, but I don't think it's fun. I think the women's division, like if Tony Storm was the actual champion right now, I think things would be going differently. Because right now, I say Tony Storm has been an excellent interim champion. Wrestling every week. She's already defended the title like 2 or 3 times already. But that's also up to Tony if Thunder Rosa gets booked every week, or how that how who gets booked on what show. So it's not entirely anyone's fault. Well, it's someone's fault, Booker, but anyone involved besides him, I guess. Hangman wins. Private party. Moxley.
I guess he wants to make sure Hangman is 100%. Is he going to talk to Hangman or is he going to talk to Private Party or both?
$3 years. Yeah, these two have never won against each other.
Ooh.
Hangman didn't beat CM Punk.
Oh, geez, mother needs me, but first I gotta wait till the segment is over.
We're gonna make the match last man standing match.
That's not good. To me, it isn't.
Oh, let that be known.
Oh boy, if they fight right now, it's not going to be pretty.
Why was Private Party out there? That still doesn't explain why they were out there. Because they haven't done anything. They came out and then. Ooh. I don't even know what he said really. But I know something about kids or something. I hate when they bleep that out because I don't even know what he said. Like
And
it's good.
MJ, look at the smile.
It's good when you bleep it out, then you still know what they said. It's just bleeped out, but that you don't even know what he said really. I don't want to see this match. I don't want to
Oh
see.
great, here comes Luchasaurus.
I don't want to see.
Anyway,
I don't want to see Jade Cargill and Will Knight go.
I'll be right back. I gotta see what Mother wants.
All right. No, I want to see that match. The TBS title is the worst title in AEW. I don't care what they say about TNT title or any other title. The TBS Championship is the worst title in AEW history. Jade Cargill holding the belt is making it an afterthought in AEW because she's not going against anyone, a challengeable person. I mean, I already know Will Nightingale's not going to win that match. It's pretty predictable, like how she went against Diamante. I mean, come on, I already know she's going to beat Diamante. There's other people you could put her against. Why not have her and Athena on Rampage and Athena actually win it? It needs a shake up, that title. I care less about the title. I want to talk about the TNT title. But I want to go back to the Andrade and Sammy thing. TMZ, according to sources, words were exchanged between Andrade and Sammy Guevara, and things turned physical. Sammy pushed Andrade and then threw several punches. Andrade was said to have responded with a punch of his own. I know. Andrade said on Twitter that he's professional and he wouldn't get physical, but it sounds like Sammy started it. I say both should be suspended at this point. I love this feud going on with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I'm literally not gonna say this for Full Gear. I don't see how I can push that back till November. Hmm. Of course, it won't be happening in DC. Seems reasonable. Man, I wish Christian Cage was able to wrestle on that show. Man, that would have been so good if he was able to wrestle on that show, but he's injured. But at least he's gonna be part of something, between this feud. He's gonna be managing Luchasaurus, so he's gonna be involved in some capacity. Yep, Rampage, Death Triangle versus Dark Order, Trios Championship. Oh, Varsity Blondes are finally back. Varsity Blondes versus Tony Nese and Josh Woods. Ty Mello and Anna Jay versus Master and Sky Blue. Uh, John Moxley, Claudia Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta versus. Oh, okay. Jade Cargill versus Will. I'm not looking forward to that match. Jade Cargill's going to win like. Oh, FTR versus Gates of Agony. Pac versus Trent Beretta. Solid card. FTR's match should be good. I mean, come on, every FTR match is good. I really want to watch that match with FTR versus Aussie Open from New Japan, but you couldn't watch it live. So whenever they have it on New Japan World, I'm definitely watching that. Pac and Trent Beretta will be good, and the only downfall is Jade Cargill versus Nightingale. It would have been better to put Jade Cargill against Nyla Rose. Jade Cargill would have still probably won, but been someone be a challenge for her. But of course, Jade Cargill is green and she can't really wrestle, so they have to do this. I mean, you gotta learn somehow. No, you never grow until you. What's the saying? If you never fail, you'll never. How much? Nah, I don't know the saying I'm looking for. But there's better ways to use Jade Cargill than what they're doing. Like the same every week, backstage promos. I mean, at least in the women's championship, they're actually doing stuff besides backstage promos all the time. But about Sammy and Andrade, it sounds like Sammy started it, unless Andrade came up to him. But how were they not separated this whole night? Like they knew what was going on Twitter and everything. Like how did they even get near each other? Like how did that happen? Like everyone should have been on top of that. Like making sure that they did not.
What I miss and who would Luchasaurus face?
It'll be Luchasaurus. He went against Fuego del Sol.
And Luchasaurus won.
Yep.
Jungle Boy came out.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus next week in Canada.
Sorry it took me this very long though. It's not because of the podcast, it's because my mother needs me to do something for her. I know, Connor, mothers. And no offense to Darla Hayes, who is there right now. So I guess we got this a tag team main event coming up.
Yep. On a ramp. Well, on other belts, they announced FTR versus Agni, Gates of Agni. Brian Cage's two guys for the ROH tag the ROH Tag Championships, and Jade Cargill versus Willow Nightingale.
So we got 3 title matches at Battle of the Belts. Oh wait, four, right? Or is it 3 still?
3. Yes, those matches in Pack and Trent. As of right now.
Yeah.
But on Rampage, Varsity Blondes are going against Tony Nese and Griff
Josh
Harrison.
Woods.
Yeah, Josh Woods. And Tony Nese versus Varsity Blondes. Oh, the Varsity Blondes break up, and Brian Pillman teams up with Brock Anderson. Like how Brian Pillman and Arn Anderson used to team up in WCW. This time it's the second generational stars with Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson. I think that'd be a lot better than the Varsity Blondes because I think it's overstayed its welcome in AEW with the Varsity Blondes. It's not going anywhere. I think Julia really made that group, but she's doing better things now with the House of Black. So Griff Garrison can
Here we go, main event, and we got about 20 minutes left till the show's over.
Oh yeah, they got plenty of time for main event.
All right, well, here's I don't want to do this, but I'll be right back. I gotta give me an ice cream bar.
All right. Sammy's about to get booed out of the arena. Sammy's about to get booed right when he walks out. Man. I don't know how this is gonna work out. I think he should be gone for a little while. He shouldn't be allowed to come back for a few weeks, like have a suspension. Because this fighting backstage is getting out of hand. But then again, how did these two get near each other and people knew what was going on?
Well, this ain't CM Punk's ice cream bars. It's Oreos.
Yeah, of course. Eric Bischoff's on there bashing AEW. I'm not surprised about that, but I feel like a lot of people bash like kind of like the Road Dogg. He started complimenting AEW and complimenting Tony Khan and everyone, and he desperately wants to work for AEW, and then when AEW doesn't want to hire him, he bashes them. So I think that's probably what happened with Eric Bischoff. Because he was on AEW a few times, and he probably wanted a job and he didn't get it, and then he bashes it. It's not right to do that. And no one should want to hire Eric Bischoff because he ruined. Well, didn't totally ruin TNA Impact, but he got one went out of business and nearly the other one went out of business because of him. So I wouldn't want him working in any kind of business part of it. Now he might have some good ideas about stories and stuff because he did WCW. We're at the very beginning of it in its peak. Yeah, they're already. This is gonna go good.
I think Daniel Garcia is trying to set up Brian Danielson in the JAS. With the JAS.
This match should be good though. Besides the,
I think Sammy Guevara just. I think he just lost. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he lost, but I think he lost that spike haircut in the front. Now he's just got a smooth hair.
he did the jerk. Something's going on here. But besides Sammy's drama stuff, this match should be a good match because it's got Brian Danielson in it and Garcia and Jericho. So, and say whatever you want to say about Sammy, but he is a good wrestler. I think after this, it might be best for him to take a break. Of course, I'll Ty Mello, Ty Conte come, but which Jericho, Moxley, and Danielson was the three leaders in the last group, in the last talent meeting, and Moxley mentioned it in that promo, so I bet all three of us pretty mad about that because apparently they told people in AEW to keep your personal business behind the scenes. Don't mention it. Don't publicly announce it to the world. And that's exactly what happened. I'm just done with bad news, and there's a lot of bad news here lately. CM Punk gets suspended. On top of that, he's injured. May not even come back. Elite suspended. There's an interim women's champion. And the fake rumors going on with House of Black. And now this. Can't the bad news just go away? Do you like bad news, Chris?
Talking to me or the viewers?
You. Do you like bad news? Like bad news, Barrett.
Go on.
I can't say it like him. He's got the right accent to say it.
Well, what's the bad news? Or you're just saying that?
No, I'm just saying, like, do you like bad news?
No.
There's too much bad news now in wrestling.
I know what you mean. Is there a bad news I didn't heard about yet or whatever, or you're just saying that to the viewers?
Sammy and Andrade.
I heard about that.
Everyone's booing him on there. It's hard chance F you Sammy and they're booing him because he's the one who started the fight today. The reason why Andrade got sent home.
Ouch.
But if Sammy started it, shouldn't Sammy be sent home and Andrade stay? I don't know. There's probably more details to that we don't even know about. Because TMZ, that's why I don't trust anyone with reporting anymore. Especially with all the Malachi Black stuff and House of Black false stuff going out. It's hard to trust any of that anymore.
Yep. For the first time in my life, we actually went over the 2-hour limit now. since we're only about 10 minutes of the show's over.
We went to 3 hours one time.
Yeah, I remember it was the Ring of Honor's first pay-per-view with AEW. Well, when Tony Khan bought it.
It was also the best of Bret Hart. And the first ever video on air. Oh, and by the way, next month will be the 1 year anniversary of the All Elite Zone. I believe that it's already been almost a year since we started this. It's
Yeah.
sometime I'm gonna have to go back and see in November when the first one was uploaded. But it's coming up next month. It'll be the 1 year anniversary.
Next month or December though. And that reminds me, Connor, since we're fixing to be 1 year, or should I say this podcast fixing to be a year old, what are we gonna do on the 1 year anniversary of this podcast?
Good question. I got something in store.
I already know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it to the viewers right now.
For you, it could be someone else. It could be something else. You never know.
You already told me, but since I don't want to spoil it, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I told you someone, but what if it's not that person? I'm talking to multiple people, and
Well, you already told me one.
yeah, there's a few people on. Well, but I don't know, special guests on here.
Did I know or what?
I told you to one, but there's a few other ones I'm talking, like current AEW stars, Impact stars, legends.
What about ROH? Or do you not know?
Well, I guess you could consider it AEW, and some of them are they're in both, I guess.
But as I said though, Connor, if you need any help getting an AEW start, well, a certain AEW start I've been telling you about, I know I'm in contact with him and his, well, not all of his relatives, just I can't tell you, I can't say anything to the viewers because if I do that, they're probably gonna want his contact too. You know. But you already know what I'm talking about, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm telling you, Daniel Garcia, I think that JIS and Daniel Garcia are up to something. They're trying to set something up to Daniel Bryan. Can you hear me, Connor?
Yeah.
You think they're up to something?
Who?
JIS and Daniel Garcia. They're trying to set up Daniel Bryan or something.
Oh, they could be.
Well, remember, we never seen. I mean, you know how Daniel Garcia is. He can strike Chris Jericho, but he didn't. He did strike him a few times though. The fight, but I don't know. That could happen. What was that? Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I thought I was seeing things. So, let's see. But now the question is to me and to some viewers who may or may not know, what are you going to do on October 14th of AEW's Rampage since it's the day before your birthday, Connor?
I don't know. Might be working. I don't know. Hope not.
Well, as I have suggested before I was released the first time, on Monday we can do a WWE Raw watch. What'd you say? What is it called? Reaction on your born date.
Yeah.
As I said, it was just a suggestion. I know you already seen it. We've seen it a bunch of times, so I'm just letting you know as all.
Almost got the lines out. The knees got out. I don't know on that Friday. I know we're not working this
It kind of
Friday.
looks familiar, doesn't it?
Almost had that.
Yep, that looks familiar.
Yeah, Sammy should get the pin. He should be pinned or be submitted at this point. Or they both can be submitted. Still in it. One's tapping. It doesn't matter if Jericho taps though, because he's not the legal man. So if Jericho taps, it doesn't count.
But if Sammy Guevara taps, it counts.
Yeah, because he's the legal man.
Unless
See, already like this should be a 5. Like this match should be a disqualification.
well, let's see what happens though. I'm telling you, there's something up between the JAS and Daniel Garcia.
But I've refereed matches in this situation where the wrestlers are in the ring, and
Not good.
I mean you can't go to
Right.
5. Man, it'd be really awkward if you did. But lands right on his feet. Wow.
That's
See,
not good.
no matter what you think of Sammy Guevara, no matter how disrespectful he can be or whatever backstage shenanigans go on, you cannot deny he's talented.
Well, you met Sammy Guevara, and he's the guy who did say to your podcast show, well, actually, it's your fan guy, right?
Yeah. You still suck.
Oh, there it is.
He's still getting the heel reaction he needs. That's no problem. Power driver. He should win with this. Do not kick out. Or Jericho needs to interrupt it. Yes, thank God. That's the proper way to do it if he's not going to win it with the move. I know last week Tony Storm beat Serena Deeb with the power driver and she didn't kick out because nowadays a lot of people abuse that move, which is a finishing move. Stone Cold landed on his freaking neck by Owen Hart that time.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh
close
god.
line.
Oh. Well, that's a bump. That is a big bump.
Oh, the table didn't even break.
As I said, but I didn't say anything about the table. I just said that's a bump.
Well, it goes to the table now.
This is not going to be good. Here we go. Sammy Guevara. And Tornado!
This crowd tonight is really hot. This DC crowd. Hopefully they're like this for Rampage. Oh, Sammy Guevara's finisher move is GT8. What does that stand for? If anyone knows, please in the comments what is GT8. If Sammy wins and gets the pin, this crowd's gonna go ballistic. Oh, I know that hurt. Shooting star pressing its knees up. Why do they call it the Dragon Slayer when it looks like a sharpshooter? Sammy could reverse this into a figure 4 if he wants. Oh, I hit him with the belt. He's like that to hurt. Like I heard that.
Well, sorry. Well, in that case, I'll cut mine TV down.
Yeah, fans are.
Probably going to flip Sammy Guevara off.
Yeah, fans are.
And that is not a Ring of Honor should talk about.
Probably not even fans just there. Jericho should turn on him right now. But like that would hurt when Jericho had the belt and hit Brent Daniels with it. Like I heard that. Jericho Appreciation Society. Jericho's looking at him while he's looking at Daniel Garcia. That was a good main event, though. What a night.
Really
That was an awesome show.
awesome event too.
10. Well, I won't give it 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It was very good. Dynamite. Of course, my favorite match was Brian Cage's match, obviously. But besides that, thought Jay Lethal and Darby Allin was good. I hope Darby's not injured too bad after that. The women's match was very good. Everything was hits tonight. It wasn't like last week where there was a lot of talking and stuff like this. Down to basic wrestling.
I got to be amazed by MJF though. He won a clean sweep match without any interference or anything going on between during his match against Wheeler Yuta. I'm not as I said, I don't trust the guy. I don't respect him, but I do respect him doing a clean match.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever won a match clean in AEW. He may have, but it's been a while if he has. Like I was really shocked by that, and that was a really good match. They both had very good chemistry in that match, back and forth.
Yeah.
One last comment, everyone. Mr. Jacobs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. And also just in case you didn't notice, Mr. Jacobs, my birthday is tomorrow, so I know the show's almost over, but now's your chance if you want to make it quick.
But yeah, Mr. Jacobs, I definitely look forward to seeing you on Friday. I don't know that comment threw me off. Try Happy National Claim Day. I mean,
it's actually National Scissoring Day.
Jai needs to stop, and Sammy needs to stop. Everyone needs to stop. Actually, Sammy should got suspended already. Sammy, yeah, fans were not polite about that. With the chance stuff, but yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jacobs.
But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. We're back for our AEW Dynamite review and Rampage ramp up tomorrow, hosted by Carly. Then Friday we'll be back for Rampage and Battle of Belts back to back. And Monday we'll do whatever we do that day. And definitely stay tuned to all its own social media accounts in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. Mainly Facebook and Twitter, because there's going to be like very, very soon. There's going to be a lot of special guest announcements, like not just one or two. It's going to be a few of special guest announcements, as well as Aiden's show, Booking the Elite. There's going to be some news on that pretty soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.